I'm going to have a cold, refreshing beer. I sure wish I had a cold, refreshing beer because I would sure like to share. What's this? What's this? Whoa, look at there. Frozen mug. America's oldest beer. America's oldest beer. And guess what? Come here, honey. Come here. Gotta have help. Tip my glass over so I can pour this. I'm gonna have a cold, frosty mug of beer. Tip it up for some more. Tip it more. Tip it more. Tip it back. Tip it back. I didn't want a big head on it. Thank you, my little beer winch. Dave, I know Motorbone, Virginia, he's give up this stuff, but I don't, hey, looky. I only celebrate with friends, and today I'm going for a ride, as you can see. The temperature is 92 degrees, and I'm having a cold mug of beer with Dave. Huh? That's going to be a cold mug of beer with Dave. My friend Dave, this beer is for you. I got my Aussie bush hat on. I live in the jungle. Jerry of the jungle. Old Mac of the jungle. Here's to you, my good friend in Australia. Perth's very finest bike riding dude. We got so many friends here in Alabama I'd like to give a shout out to. Here in America, of course, as you mentioned earlier, Recycle Hooligan, almost said hoodlum. That's not right. Recycle Hooligan. There are so many. Don't forget Ray over there, Olga Ray. Ray, I know your lips has tasted the cold beer occasionally, but God bless each and every one of you, and I'll say down the hatch. It don't get no better than that. God bless you, and God bless the American troops that have given so much to America. Down this road, 100 years ago, if you follow this road, which is closed now, down there a ways was a town named Jet, like the jet airplane, but it was for the coal, which was considered jet black. In the old days, the miners called the coal all kinds of things, and jet coal, jet black coal, diamond plate, nickel plate, all kinds of names. But I used to, my grandmother, she would take us over to Jet. She had her sisters that lived up in Jet. This would be in the 1940s. Oh my God, what a beautiful journey that was. It was like going back in the time. This was all, the houses are all up in here. From here on, there was houses. This was when coal was king. This is my birthday ride. My birthday is on the 30th. And I thought I'd take a little memory journey, a journey down memory lane. What it was like 84 years ago for me. I love going down that road. I took my motorcycle in 1967. I came down from Seattle with my motorcycle, and I rode my motorcycle up to Jet. Well, when I got to Jet, it was gone. It had been gone for years, but the old home place is there. I'm going to take you now to my birthplace. So, hang on, this won't be long. And we will, I go show you my birthplace. Well, you could be killed on a road like this. These things will take your head off. Just wish us luck. Angelica, I've never taken her on this journey, and I thought it'd be good for her to see my birthplace. She's right back here on the back, like she always is. Angelique is my ever faithful companion that gives me more quality of life. She's always there. So many of my relatives are buried right here. Many of my relatives. This is the Cardiff Cemetery. When I was 16 years old, I came up here to the cemetery with my girlfriend, my cousin, and his wife. My cousin is long since he's deceased. And we were double dating up there. Oh, God almighty. We steamed the windows up. It might have been the wrong thing to do in a graveyard, but that's what you do when you're 16. Girlfriend lived down here. Lived right there. Oh, yeah, yeah. And there's a little church right up here. If I can find it, it's a church that my mama went to. All my relatives went to this little church right up there. There's the little church on the hill. Now here's a church. And our family was always divided. My Turner side, they went up there, and my mama's side, they came down here. This is the church my mama and her sisters and her mother went to. And it just recently burnt down. You go down there, and it takes you into the little town of Cardiff. I won't go down there. It'll disturb a lot of dogs, and there's some big dogs down there too. But I'm going to take you over here where old Mac was born. This is the old L&N Railroad. Used to be a tunnel up there about 2 miles. And we used to go and walk through the tunnel. That's called the 5 Mile Creek. Oh, I've walked this road so many times. My good buddy Joe Jones lived up there. We had relatives live there. That house wasn't there then. It was an old coal mining house. And my aunt used to live right up there. As you can see, there's nothing left up there. Used to be a big, beautiful home right there. That's they lived there for a while. And I was born right here. I was born right there. Not in that trailer house, but an old coal mining house. My cousin lives up there. So that was the Grand Tour. In the old days, there used to be a pipe about right there that came out of the ground, and that's where this whole area got its water. Like I say, I was born right there in that flat spot up there. That's where I was born. Yep. Them's were the days. I'll go back up through here. This is one of my favorite roads. We used to live over by the cemetery at Lynn's Crossing, and me and my brothers, we'd walk from Lynn's Crossing to Cardiff on this road here. When it wasn't real hot, we would walk on the railroads and go through the tunnel. It was a lot shorter, but when it was so hot, you'd burn up on those walking on those roads, on the railroad. Now this is a pretty wicked hill here. The coal trucks used to run on this road here, and them boys would be hauling 40 tons and 60 miles per hour. Oh man, they had no fear in those days. Logging trucks, this has all been logged out here. Mimosa. We call that a clear cut. When they get through logging, there ain't nothing left. A lot of erosion. The government's trying to crack down on clear cutting. You can understand. You know, the erosion leads to flooding, and that leads to mudslides, things of that nature. Little Angelique's hanging on for dear life back there. You know how scary can it be to be riding on a Harley with an 84-year-old guy? Hell, you gotta have some iron kahunas to ride with me. I'm not your everyday city boy rider either. I like to get with it. I like to make a little sound when I ride, because that's just the rebel in me. I was born the rebel. I was born in rebel country, heart of Dixie. That's all we ever know is to rebel. Maybe that's what's kept me alive. We don't know what it is, whatever it is that's keeping me alive. Well, hey, I say more power to you. I like that part. Used to be the railroad used to come right through here. There's where we used to have all of our Sunday meetings. That's where we did all the decorations. I've eaten a lot of good meals here. Life is good. All right, that pretty well does it for the birthday ride to remember.